It's Ask Ritu. Thanks so much for sending in your questions across social media. I love hearing from you. Keep them coming. Today's question that I'll answer goes like this. I keep hearing about how we're either racist or anti-racist. Can you please explain this? So this is a great question given that we are in the thick of a racial injustice crisis, and a lot is being said and written about this conversation. And in fact, you've probably come across Ibram Kendi's book, How to Be an Anti-Racist. And in his book, he actually talks about how we are either racist or anti-racist. There is no in between. And where do I stand on this? I fundamentally agree with this concept. For me, there is no in between either. You're either engaging in racism or you're engaging in anti-racism. But what is meant by this? So I want to break down the concept of being racist and racism first, and then we'll go to anti-racist and anti-racism. So when we are talking about racism, what we're ultimately talking about is the manifestation of white supremacy. And by the way, I've done another video on this. You can check it out on my YouTube channel or at ritubhasin.com. So when we are engaging in racism, we are essentially, through our words and actions, putting out there that white people are superior to people of color and people who are indigenous, that whiteness, behaving in ways that tie back to white Anglo-centric ways of being, are preferred to the ways that people of color and people from indigenous communities behave. And so this is what racism is essentially about, or what being racist is about. On the other side of the spectrum, there is anti-racism, or the act of being anti-racist. When you are over here in the land of anti-racism, through your words and your actions, through your behaviors, you actively seek out ways in which to interrupt the belief that white people are better, that whiteness is better. And so you use your voice to call out biases and inappropriate remarks, that you are constantly working to disrupt the system that you see around you and your own individual behaviors. You are deeply committed and you are doing the work to call out racism and white supremacy. There is no in between. You're either engaging in racism or anti-racism. Now, you can hold a deep belief that anti-racism is really important, that racism is wrong and bad. But if you do nothing, you say nothing, and you don't alter your behavior, your silence and inaction affirms racism. And this is why the intention is not what's important, the impact is. So, great question. I hope my answer shed some light. I love hearing from you all. Keep your questions coming, and thanks, as always, for watching.